Introduction for this case study. Muhammad Adam bin Zainal or Mr. Adam is a marketing manager at Nestle Malaysia. Mr. Adam is 35 years old and married, and he has 2 sons. In 2016, Mr. Adam together with 4 his friends went hiking in Bukit Broga, Selangor. While hiking, Mr. Adam was realized by his another friends that he had disappeared and could not be traced. Mr. Adam's search mission has been involved for 2 weeks and still cannot be found, even though they have used various methods. So, they have stopped the search mission because there are no signs that Mr. Adam will be found. In the year of 2023, it has been more than 7 years since the disappearance of Mr. Adam, and this is even more convincing that he could not be traced and did not return to his family.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I present about the application of the maxim. The maxim, certainty is not overcome by doubt, is significant of Islamic criminal law, highlighting the importance of certainty and doubt or uncertainty. Islamic scholars have reached a consensus on the application of this maxim, emphasizing its relevance to various aspects of fiqh. It serves to create a favorable environment for Muslims by emphasizing the implication of their action and exemplifying the beauty of Islam. It is applicable to all areas of fiqh Islamic jurisprudence and is not limited in scope. The origin of this maxim is attributed to Al-Qarqi, who stated that once something is established with certainty, it cannot be negated by doubt. Islamic scholars have outlined specific conditions for applying this maxim, including the requirement that certainty and doubt must pertain to the same case and matter. Subsequent doubt cannot invalidate a previous certainty. Lastly, the use of maxim necessitates the presence of consequence. The Quran is the source of this maxim authority. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Wa ma yattabi'u aktharuhum illa dhanna. Inna dhanna la yughni minal haqqi syai'a. Most of them follow nothing but conjecture, al-zan, but conjecture can be of no value at all against the true al-haq. The pagans' confusion about their God is expressed in the line. It claims that their guesses are not equivalent to the truth and should not be accepted as such. A broader interpretation of the statement is that true al-haq refers to certainty al-yakin, implying that there is no certainty equal to supposition. Nonetheless, the use of the word zan differs from the previous meaning assigned to zan by jurists, as previously stated.
Presumption of debt. There are 2 separate types of law that deal with the issue of presumption of debt in this missing person case. First is civil law, second is Sharia law. According to the civil law established by the High Court, it provides that if a period of 7 years has passed and the missing person can still not be found, then the presumption of debt can be done. According to Sharia law, also stipulates a period of time of 4 years before a presumption of debt against a missing person can be issued. According to law, Mr. Adam family should receive 2 orders of proof of debt, namely presumption of debt from the Sharia court in obtaining a fara'id certificate. Next is presumption of debt from the civil court and required the family members to solve the problem of the dividing inheritance of Mr. Adam property.
The rise of the issue. Al-Mafqud or the missing person is a circumstance in which a person has vanished from the place of origin, lost communication and his destiny, whether alive or dead, is unknown. The topic of conversation that generally is involved around Al-Mafqud is the inheritance and the material status of the heirs left behind. Overall, the word al-mafqud refers to the person who has long left his place of abandon, has lost contact for an extended length and time, and it is unknown where is life or if is still alive or has died. In relation to the case where Mr. Adam has disappeared from 2016 until 2023. There is still no news and has left a wife and 2 sons. The issue is how to divide property for Mr. Adam, wife and children has arisen. There are 4 issues from this case study. The first one is the inheritance of al-mafqud from the wife. Second is the last person method of bequeathing property to heirs. Third one is the missing person death settlement, and the last one is implementation of the will of the missing person.
For the division of property, if there is still no word about a missing individual after 7 years, it is probable that they have been discovered dead. This presumption of death will be issued by the High Court in order to acquire a letter of property administration to manage the estate's affairs. The mafqud's inheritance must be distributed to the qualified heirs at the time of his death if it can be shown that he has passed away based on the evidence now in existence and also based on the court's ruling. Even for a few time after the year's passing, the partition of property should guarantee the successor's survival. One of the inheritance requirements connected to this situation is this. According to the fifth approach, which is founded on the idea that the law of an event is based on the situation at the nearest time. According to Abu al-Abbas 1985, this is the case. Therefore, the property distribution for a mafqud individual is that the heirs will have discretion over how the property is split. The successor will still get his due share whether mafqud is there or not. Mr. Adam has passed away in this case study, leaving behind a wife and 2 sons. Therefore, the beneficiaries of his fortune are his wife and their 2 boys. Because, according to the experts, a person's property may only be inherited by the remaining heirs when the individual is officially pronounced dead.